Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carly notices when Sonny delays marrying Nina. Leak in General Hospital. Sonny Corentos will temporarily halt his preparations for getting married to Nina Reeves. Sonny will come to believe that Nina shouldn't be too near to him right now after becoming the target of another sniper. Nina's decision will make her feel less connected to the mafia, which will cause her to start developing a stronger connection with Eddie. Main Carly Spencer will begin to approach Nina more as she notices the growing distance between Sonny and her. How will this affect Sonny and Nina's relationship going forward? Spoilers for General Hospital. Sonny moves out. Sonny is concerned for the security of his loved ones after the recent sniper attack that took Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, off guard. Although Nina has backed Sonny's involvement with the mob, the threat is beginning to feel too real for her. She is now battling the risk of finding herself in the line of fire after hearing of Curtis' shooting, which has left her shaken. Sonny is aware of the necessity to protect his loved ones, but she won't appreciate his explanation of why postponing their wedding is the wisest course of action. G&H hint: no white wedding will be held. Sonny may decide it's best if he stays somewhere else for a bit as he postpones his wedding plans with Nina. There will only be Nina and Eddie at Sonny's apartment, which might make for an intriguing start to the romance that watchers hope would develop between them. As Nina spends more time with Eddie, she might start to question whether the risk involved in being around a gangster is worthwhile and whether she is actually suited for this lifestyle. It's unclear what exactly Eddie's part is in this. On the one hand, he serves as Nina's diversion and gives her a sense of security. On the other hand, he becomes a burden due to his confusion. The fact that Nina could handle this scenario more deftly than she was about to with Sonny when he mistook him for Mike will still appeal to Nina. She might be able to prevent Ned from returning if she hugs Eddie. Will she be able to achieve it and keep Sonny? Will she do it? Hospital in general. A lonely Carly. Sonny and Carly Spencer have had a troubled history together. She still cares about Sonny and his well-being, even though she has moved on with her life and is now seeing Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson. She will become aware of the expanding space between Sonny and Nina and begin to question if there is more going on than just a worry for their safety. She is familiar enough with Sonny to know that he would not postpone his wedding without a valid excuse. Carly is in danger of losing $5 million and is missing Drew. Will she turn to Sonny's arms for support if she becomes weak while Nina is away? General Hospital's most despised character is now, spoiler. Aside from that, OMG, is asterisk. This asterisk Anna's shooter? General Hospital's gruesome cliffhanger from last week came to pass as expected. I believe it is safe to say that Gladys is now despised by more fans than Nina. It appears like someone is trying to harm Anna, but who? Finally, the drama. The Deceptor is still guarding its insider information. Shots fired. Down man. Curtis was the most likely to be shot at the Metro Court pool, as I mused in my column last week, and he was. In addition to his reconciliation with Portia, it also sets up his increasing affection for Trina, who in the middle of the confusion really referred to him as her father. For a brief moment I thought, here we go, Ms. Wu changed the results. During the scenes when the doctor mentioned it would require a significant blood transfusion, but it was never realized. Since Portia is a doctor, you'd assume that if there was a blood type mismatch, she'd have discovered it long ago, and there wouldn't be a need for the secrecy. More, Laura Wright was a holiday photobomber. Since the bullet was so close to Curtis' spine, it is only natural that Portia and Trina are concerned about what we have all assumed will probably happen. Curtis will be paralyzed from the waist down. And don't we all know what happens when a man from a soap opera becomes paralyzed? They distance themselves from people closest to them as they grow jaded and bitter. Additionally, Curtis struggles with addiction, which has the potential to seriously derail his character. We'd already had enough persons with amnesia, And the number of times Trina has cried. Curtis could be paralyzed. Almost convinces me that they won't go there. Maybe Curtis will get away with this okay. It was good to finally meet Irene. But why are there so many New Yorkers with Southern accents? The ghost pistol was initially taken by the WSB, and Dante revealed to Anna in Friday's episode that it should be stored away with a ton of other similar weapons they confiscated in a raid. Anna was left with the impression that the gunman was likely someone whose safety she had previously put in jeopardy. I wasn't watching back when all this double agent crap was going on, so I couldn't even begin to speculate who it could be without doing some online research. However, I can immediately think of 3 possibilities who would wish to kill Anna. Thankfully, none of them. They would be Peter still being dead, purportedly drowned twin Alex, brainless zombie Faison, and Peter. However, what would be the point if they were to simply invent some random individual that Anna crossed paths with in the past, but that we have never met? The Deceptor's trick. The answer to who created the Deceptor first is still a mystery to us. It appears that Tracy is collaborating with those people. So why does Martin want no credit? When he whispered the concept to Lucy, it appeared as though he might have borrowed it from an ex-wife. But now we know his third ex-wife is wealthy and pays him alimony. What role does Martin play in this situation? Even more so now that Felicia and Lucy have visited Pine Valley and met Jackson Montgomery, I continue to appreciate this mystery. If Martin were given credit for Lucy's success, his wife might argue that he is well off enough not to require her support. But if that were the case, why didn't Martin nearly stop making payments with Lucy and get a cut of the Deceptor's earnings? I hope the show incorporates additional All My Children or One Life to Live characters into this plot, at least for cameos like Nora Buchanan, and that they aren't revealed before their scheduled television debuts, like they did with Jackson. If we hadn't known Jackson was going to show up, how much more of a surprise would it have been? Port Charles welcomes Pine Valley. Screenshot from ABC. To Port Charles, more. Erica Kane. But Brooke Lynn is one person who's had enough of the trickery. After some time, she confronted Tracy and informed him of the review board and her employment with deception. But despite the fact that he was called away to transport Sasha to jail, she still hasn't explained why Tracy wants her there. I was very relieved that Chase didn't follow his usual habits and break up with her once more. Finally demonstrating growth is Brooke Lynn telling the truth, as well as Chase staying by her side. Unfortunately, Tracy has revealed that BLQ engaged in corporate espionage, which won't make Chase happy. How on earth will Brooke Lynn continue to explain to Chase why she is employed there? And Tracy heard what BLQ was saying when she said that she had already done everything she could do. Why do the writers appear to loathe Sasha so much? So many fans have questioned. After one tragic incident, they always throw another at her just as she is beginning to get her life together. Maxie should have seen something was amiss with Sasha based on how hyperactive she was acting inside the shop. But of course, Maxie had to leave so Sasha could get in trouble for stealing some clothing. Gladys, who insisted that she genuinely cared for Sasha and didn't want to see her suffer, was informed by Monty that the combination of pills wasn't harmful. Instead, it would make Sasha act out. Gladys certainly has a unique way of conveying her concern for Sasha. I would say she merely cared about her money. And what does this mean for Dr. Monty specifically? Additionally, I've never been in a hospital setting where the doctor simply brought you your medication. Instead, you always had to go via the hospital pharmacy to ensure the medications didn't conflict with anything else you were taking. Perhaps it's just where I live, or perhaps this is just how soap opera country operates. More, Tyler Christopher discusses his past issues. Both Cody and Nina dropped by to see how Sasha was doing, and they both saw something wasn't right. Again, why doesn't anyone wonder whether she's on something given her history? Cody's refusal to put up with Gladys Bull was admirable, but I wished he would just come clean and tell Sasha the truth about Gladys. He also knows not to cross Ms. Wu after nearly receiving a beating from Mr. Lai. I thought the little fight between Nana and Gladys was great because it showed how different these two characters are that so many folks despise. Nana makes poor decisions without giving them much thought and only later comes to terms with how she has harmed others. She also demonstrated this week that she was there for Portia Curtis' entire family in addition to wanting what is best for Sasha. It was quite moving to see her offer them hope by sharing a conversation she had with him about how much he enjoyed when his entire family was present at his club. No, Nina is not flawless, but Gladys has demonstrated that she is the worst human being alive. Gladys will still stab Sasha in the back despite Nina's decision to set the law in place with her. Screenshot from ABC. Other thoughts on the storyline. Joss believed she saw a glimpse of Esm's true self after their little argument at the hospital, which seemed to unsettle Esm a little. She is correct, since it has become apparent that Esm has feelings for Spencer, even though she doesn't remember it and doesn't like him around Trina. Esm's resentful side might come to surface shortly, as Joss predicted. Is Esm planning to trample Trina underfoot in search of Spencer while wearing those high heels? I just couldn't get into the whole argument between Molly and Christina or this surrogacy plot. Being a major Brady Bunch fan, I did chuckle when TJ compared Christina to Jan Brady. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like Molly is exaggerating how selfless Christina is in order to make herself feel better right now. When she finally calmed down, she understood that their best chance of having a child with both her and TJ's DNA might be Christina. But on Friday, she was berating her sister once more for making her child all about herself. Simply leave, Christina, and concentrate on your youth center. More, Walt Willie's return to daytime television. In light of the fact that they aren't guaranteed tomorrow after Curtis shooting, Finn and Liz are now reevaluating their relationship. This is the ideal time for Hayden to go home and really stir things up, as I recommended last week. Otherwise, snooze. Speaking of yawning, Willow received a great French surprise from Michael and Wiley, although it was more filler than a crepe. Get well quickly, Willow, so you and Michael may embark on a year-long global adventure. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.